been kicked out of Target for loitering. He describes this activity as, quote, hoping to find an 18 to 23-year-old boyfriend-free girl like I usually do. His demands for an eligible bachelorette were also on his MySpace page. They included that they be white, under 230 pounds, between the ages of 18 and 24, and smoke-free. The things he could not tolerate in a partner included the person being a smoker, an alcoholic, real ugly, low-functionally mentally handicapped, serious...
What did I ever do to you, man? Whew, it's hot out today. Let's check my subscribers. Ooh, 9. That's pretty nice. I can still count that on one hand. That's pretty respectable. 9's like half a classroom. What the fuck? What?
In this stage, the brain is extremely active.
Hey guys, I'm a peppercorn shaker. Welcome back to commentary about one's life, dreams, and aspirations. More at 6. Hey guys, I'm Perfect Alexis. Welcome back. God, work has sucked lately. I have had to go to work at 9:30. I get up at 5 and get to work at 6. You're crazy. Just because you are severely more insane than I am does not make both of what we're doing stupid. 9:30's too early. I finally get to use these damn notes that I had on my floor since the day I missed recording my first video. Actually, since the day before that. Look at these fucking monsters. Just insert the clip here of me being like, alright, I only brought one notepad up here, but I needed more. I set the category to plants. So I was thinking of deleting all my channels and starting over. And I was going to write on a piece of paper all the reasons for doing so, and I realized I didn't grab enough paper because the amount of reasons why I want to delete my channel is so big. We're gonna need more artillery. That one's useless. That one we've already done. We've already dealt with that one. That one's my username shit. This one. Reason I'm autistic. Don't need that one yet. Maybe. Minecraft is another good example. I think that's 4. Okay, there's the order. 1 through 4, we got it down. Why did I delete GamReCat? It's actually, I've been trying to put it into words for 4 days, and here's what I've come up with. I actually deleted more than just all of my YouTube usernames. I also deleted my Facebook account. I'm probably gonna delete the old Twitter accounts, but I'm gonna keep them up just so people have some if they panic and go and search GamReCat and before this video came up, they would find my Twitter account and it would help them find me maybe. Because not enough people actually gave a shit about me enough to join the Discord or actually talk to me. It was just some form of media that they digested, that they consumed is the better word. And that's fine. I am not entitled to having people actively interact with me. A friend of mine said to me, put it the best, he's like, why are you on YouTube to make friends? People go on YouTube to check out content. I'm retarded. 7 in the fucking morning, why am I awake? I got 5.5 hours of sleep. I'm gonna make a sleeping video next, probably. A definite first thing I want to say is I want all of my accounts to have the same across the board username. I don't want to I can't just make a new account called Perfect Alexis and have the old account. I feel like it's like a stalker in your life. Having an old account that has 18,000 fake subscribers. It's an 18,000 fake subscribers that you ruined because you had not enough mental strength to stick to your own guns and do what you want because you felt you felt like you had to do what they wanted and you didn't care about what you wanted because you had to appease them. But at the same time, you didn't even do that right. So those people are still displeased, dead subscribers in the algorithm, and are not helping the channel whatsoever. But it's still there. It's like a stalker. It's like a dude with a knife just standing there. Not really. There's no threat. There's no implied threat from it existing. But it felt like shit just existing. no one understands this but me, I'm guessing. I'm gathering, not guessing, I'm gathering that because I had it. This could probably be a long video. I had it, and I just was like, I was raving on in Carlo's Twitch chat. My friend, my only friend now, I guess. Carlo's Twitch chat, and I was raving about how this channel was just making me feel like shit and how I hated it, and everyone was just like, dude, it has so much potential still. Why are you... Why is it bothering you so much? But it's... For some reason, it was just... I'm guessing it's only doing this for me because I ran it for 7 years. So I got to see firsthand, more closely than anyone else, how it went from something like... It actually didn't even start out good, believe it or not. GamReCat started out very, very, very forced. And if anything, it improved over time. And then I got a slight bit of YouTube fame, and that actually just made it go back to being that bad. It was getting into an okay spot about mid 2013, late 2013, right before I started Terraria, where it was very spontaneous and interesting, and it was actually things I wanted to make. And then actually the first, I'd say the first 70 Terraria videos or something, I don't know, 7 random number I pull out of my asshole. This first couple, couple dozen Terraria videos were actually great. And even a lot of them I made later in 2014. Like, I made a lot of Terraria videos in early October 2013. Those ones were pretty good. And then I made some later in 2014 after, like, taking a break for a while. And those were pretty good as well. And every other one I made after that was kind of garbage. At least in terms of if you compare them. Like, my newer videos that I did on GamReCat right before I deleted it, instead of being entertainment or things that were making me really happy to make, it was more, like, interesting. It was more, like, educational, and it was more... I mean, the boss tier list is funny as hell. I might re-upload that. It's so funny. I'm probably going to re-upload that. I don't know. But at the same time, I don't know if I want to do that, because the video quality is bad, and... Quality is important. Still would probably fucking upload that. But yeah, no one really got it in my close circle of friends between me and Jacob, Kim, and Carlo. But, like, no one understood. That's like the closest. That's the people I consider my close circle of friends is people in a Twitch chat that I don't even really interact with. People I play League of Legends with till 1 in the morning and hate my life afterwards. I don't have anyone. Not saying that's a bad thing. I actually prefer that, and it is that way by design. I do not... People scare me. But yeah, that channel kind of just felt like shit to exist. It just existed, and it felt terrible. It was like... It just... I don't know how to describe it. It's just like a weight on my shoulder. It's like a parrot made of lead. And it occasionally squawks at me. Like first. Or whatever people comment these days. But yeah, definitely the first reason is I want all my channels to be consistently having the same, they go under the same alias. They go under the same username across the board. I could have as many channels as I want, although I prefer to have only 3. Maybe a 4th for extending music. Like, the dumping ground, I'm considering being like, why did I delete that? I could have used that. But I think the main reason I still deleted channels like that had some use was so that I had all of my accounts under, like, the same email, the same, like... Because I don't want to have, like... If I have 10 channels and they all have a purpose, that's fine, but I don't want them to all be under different, like, 10 separate emails. I want them to all be under one email. The one exception is Darkstar Plays, which is my animation channel. This thing is, like... I don't use it enough to care, and, it's also a product of the past, like GamReCat, except I actually love this channel. I love Darkstar Plays. My animations, however, were like... I kind of feel bad about them because I was stealing content for people and like animating over them. But at the same time, it still was like clearly something I was making as well. So I shouldn't feel completely bad about it. That channel, I think, is fine. That it's under, like, a weird-ass email that I'm not using. Like, darkstarplays@hotmail.com or something. I haven't used Hotmail in, like, 6, 7 years. But that one I think is the one exception. I want all of my accounts to have the same username so no one gets confused when they search me up, or for new viewers that are like, who is this person? What do you go by? Like, I'm having a hard enough time figuring out what I want my identity to be. I don't want anyone else to be to get wrapped up in that confusion. I'm Perfect Alexis now. That's my username across everything. I'm not Darkstar. That's the character that I have on the animation channel, but really, name's Alexis. You can call me Perfect Alexis if you want. However, I don't think I'm actually that perfect. Obviously, if that wasn't implied. So that's reason number one. Well, there's really two reasons, right, that I already said, right? Like, I feel like shit that it existed because it was like of what I did on it, and how much mental strength I didn't have while making stuff on it. Reason number two, I want my usernames to be consistent, and I guess reason three, I want everything under the same email so it's easier for me to understand. But it's mostly for viewer confusion. I don't want 16 usernames. And the reason I did this so rashly, so like quickly, but like after I decided to do it, I only thought about deleting the channel for like, I mean, it was a thought in the back of my head. Fucking, it's like a zit on your like cheek or something that just feels like awful, and you want to pop it like for 18 hours. Except stretch that 18 hours out to like whatever time it was. I've probably been wanting to delete the channel and start over. I mean, I even did. I did, except I didn't delete it. I tried making a new channel, official GamReCat, on a different email, and I started doing the Terraria videos on that channel, and I tried starting over. 200 people actually resubbed to that one, so it made me realize, oh, people actually care about me and not just about Terraria, the game I'm playing. And also, people are still around. Starting over would just be a dumb idea, because look at all these people that are clearly still around. But right now, I don't really feel like I care. Like, I don't care about numbers anymore. I don't care about watch time. I don't care about views. I don't care about likes, comments. I don't care about any of that. I care about feeling like what I'm doing matters. And a lot of the videos I did on GamReCat, there was always like a bit of like background anxiety in my head every time I made a YouTube video for that channel. It just really sucked. I wish I could remember a single tangent that I started. It's kind of probably annoying. I even tried again to make a new channel. I tried to make Try10, which is just like, oh, let's make a random username, completely start over from GamReCat. But I didn't like that name. I had to think about it more, and I came up with, I've been thinking about Perfect Alexis as like a meme in my head for the longest time, because, you know, like, the thing you do when you just try to think of like the most optimal situation. Where would my life be in the best case scenario? Or like, if I could have any wish granted, or any power, or anything. Look, if you could have a superpower, what would it be? My superpower that I would have is reaction time and memory. That's the only two things I'd have. And I guess the speed to move at crazy, the speeds in which those crazy reaction times would allow. Like, I wish I had the ability to react 180,000 times faster than someone, and like, I wish I could restart my life from 1995 with everything I know now, as well as a photographic memory, the ability to react to stuff 180,000 times faster than people. I mean, this could be its own video, but like, you know what I mean. Like, you just wish you could have a life again and relive everything and fix all your mistakes, but also have like some cool superpower. That would be awesome. I don't remember what this has to do with anything. Okay, I remember why I started that tangent. I started it because I was explaining Perfect Alexis. So basically, that's in that world where I'm like, have insane reaction time, insane memory. That's really it. Is I look like a genius. Oh yeah, also 420 IQ, lol, XD. I should have made it 42,069, but at that point, what does that number even mean? That's so high, I'd probably be like an AI and I'd kill everyone. Like, I'd see no purpose to life at that point. That's too smart. So like 420 is like, lol, Mimi. Like, I want to be like an Elon Musk kind of character where I'm just like so obscenely smart and above everyone else in terms of intelligence. but also I'll buy every billboard in a city with my billions of dollars, and then I'll replace it with dick butt or something stupid. So that's only three different things. It's like very smart, very quick reflexes and movements, and very good memory. So in that world where I have those qualities, and I've like know what's going to happen, like I've deflected planes away from 9/11, and I've become a superhero, and I've saved millions of people, and I've broken half the Guinness Book of World Records things by the time I'm 7, and I have like all these manufacturing companies, and I've bought out Walmart and Amazon. Hell, I could even start Amazon before it begins. Get destroyed, Bezos, haha. Like in this world, the YouTube account I make is called Perfect Alexis, and it's kind of like, by making that my account name, I'm kind of saying, you know, this hypothetical thing you'll never have that you dream of having, like all the things you wish you had, a faster brain that makes it so that you're not constantly pausing and having to edit things out of a video, like a more concise, like a brain that actually works, a memory that actually works, so you can actually talk like a normal human being. Also, yeah, I'd probably be like a social butterfly in this world too. Like, that's something I don't even think about, because really it isn't that important to me currently. Being antisocial is very much a part of who I am, so I don't think about it. But being able to talk to people and not be like furiously terrified, which that's going to be a video as well. Me and editing, write that down. So that's why I made Perfect Alexis my account. My name is like, this thing you'll never have. Do what you can't do. Do your best with the tools you have. You have the power to believe you deserve good things. You have the power to look at all these negative experiences and grow from them. You have the power to do this. That's what Perfect Alexis means. That's what that username is. It isn't me wanting to actually be perfect, to never make a mistake, to have a reaction time so much faster that in 24 hours I could invest in 92,000 companies and like take over the world if I wanted to. That isn't what I actually want. I just want to be able to vibe with another human being, honestly. Spending a lot of time on YouTube trying to like fish for attention and try to make friends. It's been hard. I've only really made one friend who then his cousin was a great friend for years, and then I met someone else. So really 2 people. And that guy was my boyfriend for a while. So like YouTube has given me a lot of relationships, very, very close relationships, much closer than I could have ever gotten in real life. I've never had anyone in real life. I've had one person I pretended to be friends with because I was so lonely that I didn't care how much I hated him. I just wanted someone, literally anyone. That's how desperate I was. That's why I made a YouTube account. I made a YouTube account because I saw all these people having a ton of fun playing video games, commentating over them, and a bunch of people in the comments loving those people for playing video games and having a good time. Everyone was having a good time. I wanted to do that too. I wanted to have a good time with other people. It was never about me. So when like channels like GamReCat took off, it was like it stopped being about that. It started being about, ooh, look at all the success you've gotten. Like, and I didn't no idea what to do with that success. Even now, I'd probably just squander it again. I'm not built to build a company. I'm built to awkwardly say like a pickup line to somebody, and then they either see the intent behind my dumbassness, or they take it at face value and think I'm actually that awkward. And that, I mean, I am that awkward, but you know what I mean. Like, someone who is similar enough in like humor to me would probably be able to tell that behind all of the awkwardness on my exterior and how bad my jokes are. What is the Peruvian warlord embedding a large metal post in the ground doing? He's barbarian. Like in a perfect world, someone would see something like that and just be like, okay, this person just wants He wants to have a good time, whatever that may entail, with me. And that sounds sexual to some people, I imagine, but it isn't. I don't care about any of that shit anymore. I've long since stopped being a hormone-fueled mule. I just want to say a sentence, have someone think that sentence, alright, that's cool, and then say a sentence back, and then I think that's cool. That's pretty much the meaning of life to me, is just doing that. And it's not really happening too much. There's one guy at work, and we hit it off pretty good. You're starting to hopefully see why GamReCat was just a fucking cyst in my life. It's like everything that I love about a social situation was not present in GamReCat. It wasn't, oh hey, how you doing? And then, oh great, oh that's good. And then like topic that we're talking about. It wasn't like that at all. It was, hey, check out this thing that I really thought was cool in a game that I probably will not like in a month. Oh, that's cool. First, holy shit, GamReCat, you're so good. I like that house. You're amazing at this game. It was just fake compliments. Like, people don't actually know if I'm any good at this game. I just look crazy to them. Like, they don't see the fact that I'm actually terrible at Terraria, and it's just rampant unhealthy insistence to do something that I like to do. Like I always do, because I just obsess over things if I like them at all. Hello. Unshowered Alexis from the future here to tell you what that exactly means. I spend most of my life not really liking anything or just being neutral about it. Most of the games I play, you'll notice I'm not very excited to play them. This is because I have a problem where if I enjoy anything at all, this is my entire life. I have a hard time sleeping, I have a hard time working, I have a hard time getting up to make food, to drink some water, to go to the bathroom. I have a hard time doing anything because if I like something, I love it. I'm now in a symbiotic relationship. We are now consensual. Me and this thing I like. So pretty much every game I play, I have played the shit out of to the point where I don't really care that much about it. It's nothing new. It's just alright. And the reason you never see that moment of excitement for me is because my obsession with things I actually enjoy is so bad that I have a hard time even making YouTube videos about it. Because you can't just record something, slap it on the internet, which is what I'm going to do on Alexis, the Twitch channel. Follow me on twitch.tv/Alexis. No, not really. My Twitch TV name is not Alexis. It's actually The Perfect Alexis. Follow me on twitch.tv/The Perfect Alexis. But yeah, I haven't played something I like before, and I love it so much that I can't even focus on making YouTube videos about it. Or I've gotten past that point, and I've played it so fucking much that you'll just not see any excitement from me about it. And I will admit there is a part of me that is purposefully trying not to like games because I actually fear for my own health. There's a part of me that looks to all the bad parts of a video game and sees no reason to play it, because if I actually did enjoy it, I fear for my own health. They don't see that at all. They see, oh my god, this is something I could never do. It must come from skill, because that's the only thing something like this could come from. It isn't unhealthy at all, because all the people that are looking this up are children. Because usually people like me that are adults are in the early stages of adulthood, don't give a shit. They're either very selfishly only trying to protect themselves because the world is very harsh, or they stick to the connections they already have, don't try to build any new ones. So you have all these kids that don't actually understand what's going on, and these adults that are actually not even here. Like, I'm putting my hands over here like they're in part of the situation at all. They're not even there. They're gone. They aren't even part of the situation. And on top of that, I didn't even have a personality really back then. All I was like a culmination of like the 300 YouTubers I watched. So it's like, go back to any video in 2013. Haha, you can't, I deleted them. And you'd notice that all of them, I really wasn't anyone. I was just every sentence was just from a different YouTuber. And it was actually kind of fun to count how many there were across my speech patterns. Are you watching this video and not subscribed? Think again! To help starving white girls in America. Subscribe! If you want to sponsor this video, please hit me up at theperfectalexis@gmail.com. Give me $2,000 and I will hand it to a homeless man. It's me, Mrs. Beast. Or not, actually just give it to Mr. Beast so that he can make a video and more people will see it. No one sponsor me, I'm a piece of shit. Also, follow my Twitch, my Twitter, and my Discord server. If you want to talk to me, my Discord server is the best option. On screen. Okay, now that my spine and my soul have been broken, let's go back to the actual video title. Okay, so a lot of videos were actually really bad on all of my accounts. This is another video I need to make. Me in the future, write it down. A lot of my videos were actually fucking terrible. Like, there was no reason to save them. Like, there's like humorously terrible, and then there's actually like just misinformation, worse quality than I'm capable of. Levels of just its existence is boring a hole through the earth like the elephant's foot. Is that a Russian power plant joke? So anyway, yeah, like a lot of the videos, like a thing I was thinking for over 24 hours was like, even if I don't use it, even if it's shit in terms of like what it made me feel throughout the course of it, and it's like its existence is boring a hole in your life, at least there is history in the making in this channel. So it's like, well, not in the making. Like, I would never claim to be part of history. I'm going to die, everyone's going to forget about me, and that's how I prefer to go. I don't want my legacy to exist, because it'll probably be a negative one. Quote me on that. A very small amount of people will be remembered throughout history. And it is much easier to be remembered for a horrible atrocity than it is for a great deed. Destroying or isolating people is significantly easier than putting yourself at risk, making yourself vulnerable, or outreaching a hand to someone else. And that extends to smaller things. Like, you don't have to be Stalin or Hitler to be remembered for a horrible deed. You could be remembered for like what Tati Westbrook did. You could sell out your son for for sales. And that kind of thing, that is terrible. She'll be forgotten in a couple years. YouTube drama, people will not remember. And that is terrible. That is terrible. I actually have to sell someone very close to me's soul and have publicly ridicule them for sales just to be remembered for a few years. None of our names are ever being written down. We're all going to die alone in a cold hole in the floor, and in 10 years, no one will even know our phone number, name, or anything about us. And that's okay. We don't all have to be remembered. Because if all of us were remembered, then none of us would matter. Like, none of us are even really that special. I think it's like, oh, what's the point of life? No one's gonna fucking remember me. But it's like, my memory won't even carry on. But it's like, so fucking what? None of us are special, really. And those that are the best of the best in anything, and they have a statue built of them, that's for a reason. It's because they're crazy. They're the top 0.01% of their sport or their game or their whatever. Or they're fucking Teddy Roosevelt. They're riding a mountain lion with a sword in hand, cutting off the heads of invading Chinese. I don't know. I don't know history. That's probably really offensive. I'm gonna make this fucking shit shorter. No one's gonna watch this. Like, I'll actually read this verbatim. I want to build an audience that actually likes my content. 18,019 and dropping, losing about 3+ a day, even though I'm always improving. I feel like the main channel is not having audience numbers reflecting accurately. 50 to 100 views and like 1 to 8 comments. I don't get anything for putting effort into that channel. And I feel like even if I put a video, if I just ignored the negativity in my brain and like put positive content out there, no one would care. Like, that's my fault. I'm not saying it's anyone else's fault but mine. It's because I cultivated this. I cultivated a negative experience for myself. And that's why I wanted to delete it. I wanted to make a new channel, and I want to not corrupt the soils of this plant I'm growing. I want to water it, give it plant food, give it love it, care, and attention. And one day, maybe, when I have a community, I'm going to want to have a real community that cares about me, that respects what I do, maybe even respects me or thinks I'm interesting. Like, on GamReCat, there was a very much a disconnect between me and the viewer. It was very impersonal. And I talked personally with the camera, like I didn't censor myself. But not censoring yourself on camera doesn't make you personal, really. Like, my videos, having a webcam is very important. It means I can look directly into your eyes and tell you, I appreciate you. Making 200 videos, and in many of them saying, oh, no one will ever watch this. If no one watched your videos, you would have 0 views. But yeah, I feel like not only was the soil around the tree that was GamReCat in this metaphor, not only was it was corrupt, it was so corrupt, like it was like a sewage system or like poison. You know, it's like, if anyone's seen the Simpsons movie, it's like the lake in that, where it's like acid. It was so corrupt, the solid, like, mineral deposit, the soil, became a liquid. It was like poison, acid or something. Very corrosive material. So it's like, I throw a new video in there, shit just melts. It just liquefies. Like, fuck this. Burn it all down, start over. I also feel like Terraria is kind of a dead game. Basing an entire channel around this is dumb for 2 reasons. Basing an entire channel around one game, that's not me. I change every month. My interests change every month. I need to find something new. I need to find a group of things I love and then go with one thing in that group for a month and then go to something else in that group and then rotate through those 6 things throughout the rest of my life. That's how my weird series of interest goes. Making videos on one thing forever is not me. It's not happening. It's not ever happening. At least it's not happening in a situation, in an environment that turns out well for anyone. As we've seen. Also, Terraria is kind of fucking dead. Like, making videos on this when no one's searching it, why? No one's gonna watch those. Alright, that first note, he's dead. Next. I wanted to switch Let's Plays onto Twitch because, like I said, being not only entertaining people who watch the VODs, but also entertaining people live. Better. Just better. Oh yeah, another big thing is that Social Blade is just unusable for GamReCat because it's like 2 times I unlisted all of my videos, so there's just like 2 massive drops that are like 6 million or whatever, how many views I had. So it's like no view counts are accurate. Okay, well at least you have sub counts, which are all just like, it's like no one cares, no one gives a shit because I ruined everything. Like I said, the soil, the community in that channel, poisoned, dead. It's like anytime I did anything, I lost subscribers. It's like, it was so demotivating. Like, I don't care about 700 watch minutes from people who don't actually care about or respect me. I feel like respect is very important to me. Like, I mean, people are allowed to watch my content and just, oh, this guy's pretty stupid and funny. That's pretty good. I'm gonna subscribe to that. That's okay. But I feel like people who were watching my Terraria videos on that channel were not doing that. And those Terraria videos were also terrible. There's definitely a large subset of people that were like, I don't know who the fuck this is, but this one video from 6 years ago made me laugh a lot. Remember when he screamed at plan? I don't care about 700 watch minutes from people who don't actually care or respect me. Not meaning to demean anyone who actually did watch me, by the way. But just, I'm 18, 19, so the people that watched me were not subscribed. And the 30 people that do watch me, 30 out of 1,819, literally on this, while I was writing the script, I lost a subscriber. 30 out of 1,819, I mean 1,818, is 1 in 600. Ooh, between the 2 quesadillas for breakfast yesterday, as well as yesterday and today, me getting up so early with not enough sleep, my stomach is fucked. I think it's funny, like, I think in my head, like, ooh, this would be cool if I said this, and it's, like, so concise in my brain. And then I go to say it, and it's like, oh, Vietnam flashback, I don't know what to fucking say. I don't really know what else there is to say. That's really it. Terraria as a game has no staying power, so making videos only on that is like asking for people who don't care about your content. Like my example is Chippy Gaming, who has over 500,000 subscribers, but barely gets 10% of those people to watch for some reason. It takes an extreme amount of physical effort to pump life into Terraria. Why? The game is a leaking boat. Kinda sounds familiar. Oh, it's almost like the game mimics the channel that it's based on. Or the other way around, the channel is based on the game. Well, there's that page done. Why would anyone put continuously more and more effort into something that is so criminally inefficient? Devs never fix the game. Terraria is boring. It's essentially an idle game. As long as you have items to get, bosses to kill, and areas to explore, new mechanics to test out, game's fun. When you run out of those, there's nothing to do. The only thing to do is use what imagination you have to pretend like you're actually playing a video game. The game is an empty fucking void. Since there's no actual like objective built into the game other than those things, there's nothing more for you to do once you've completed them. And unlike a game like Super Mario 64, Sunshine, or Galaxy, or any of the Zelda games for that matter, there's no like, alright, let's restart another playthrough and just do that all again. Because the game is so fucking slow at the beginning, and it takes so long to get to any of the good stuff. Like, the only good part of Terraria is, I'd compare it to climbing a mountain for 6 days, and you get to the top, and it's like, oh, those 6 days were fucking awful, but now I feel great. That's essentially Terraria. It feels like shit to climb to the top, and then you feel rewarded when you get there. But if you play another playthrough back to back, it just makes you realize you're going to play another one after that as well, and this playthrough doesn't even mean anything. Your achievements are going to be set back to 0. So it's like, it just, instead of becoming an achievement, it becomes an annoyance. Also, the theoretical scales for Terraria heavily favors items. There are thousands upon thousands upon thousands of items in Terraria, while there are only 88 achievements, 14 bosses, and a handful of mechanics to test. The graphics don't leave much to be, they leave a lot to be desired. So the argument that all the items really make it so, oh, that point where you get everything and it's boring, it's so hard to get to, there's like 5,000 items. You actually get to it faster because there's so many more items than there is anything else fun to do, that you're doing the same thing for so long that it grows boring and tiresome. Terraria worse than Super Mario 64, 6.4 out of 10. I don't know why that turned into a Terraria review. It turned into a Terraria review because a lot of people base their content around that game, and you really need some crazy fucking off-the-wall content like Happy Days, or you need whatever the fuck Chippy's doing, or you need to be a troll like Pedguin to really do anything. Like, my channel was based around the excitement of 1.2, and then when that ended, so did my channel. Like, there's a line from the Right Opinion that really speaks to me. It's from his Tobuscus What Happened to Toby Turner video. Virality doesn't really make a channel unless there is a person behind that virality for people to click to latch onto. People subscribe for the person. Or they maybe also subscribe because you are going to fill entire worlds with copper coins and mine entire worlds with a copper pickaxe and are making a money room again. That's probably also reasons people would subscribe. People who subscribe for any other reason are not really caring about that channel. They just like content, or they saw something stupid, or I made you laugh once or twice. People who subscribe and don't watch your fucking videos because they subscribe for the wrong reason are why I hate GamReCat, or why I hated it. Feels so good to use that past tense. If you build your channel around a fleeting moment and then you're not an individual, and that fleeting moment is also in a dead video game, like, looking back at it, I looked like a fucking retard. I'm gonna try to learn from that and most likely fall into the same traps again. It's mostly just seeing that people only watch one kind of content, and instead of trying to slowly build them into that kind of liking that kind of thing, I just like, okay, some people like this, some people like this. Let's make 2 channels and tell the people that like both of those to subscribe to both of those. Or subscribe to the one they like to watch. But then it like splits my interest, and eventually, because it's me, after a month of dealing with that shit, I just like, alright, how about not having to worry about 2 separate things instead of just doing one thing? That sounds annoying to me. So then I just end up with all these dead fucking channels that I don't use, like GamReWind, or the Forbidden Memories channel, or the League of Legends channel, or Darkstar Plays, or any of the other shit. I need to make content, make it good, so that people actually watch it. I don't need to make 60 channels for each individual person's interest. I need to make videos I like, and then if anyone else likes it too, cool. I feel like holding on to GamReCat and not deleting it is just incredibly... It shows a refusal to move on, honestly. I played League of Legends for 8 years. No. 7 years, and thought, I'm going to be a pro. I'm going to be great at League of Legends. You played for 7 years. You have trouble in Gold 2. You have no idea what's going on. You're not meant for this game. You're not competitive. You're not quick learning. You're not witty or good at thinking up plans on the fly or working with people. In most areas, I am below average or neutral. The only thing that I have anything in is I'm slightly above average in intelligence, but I never cultivated that for one, and a lot of crippling anxiety brought on by years of emotional abuse and low self-esteem also they overshadow that. I don't seem that intelligent because I'm constantly self-deprecating, constantly selling myself short, and I don't believe I'm capable of anything. Am I not good at League of Legends because I don't believe in myself? I don't think so. I started believing in myself in League of Legends in 2015. 4 years, I have not done shit. I've gone from Gold 5 to Gold 2. GamReCat, in whatever how many years I was on that channel, 7 as well. They basically mirrored each other. I made GamReCat and started playing League of Legends in the same month. The difference is I actually did something in GamReCat. But that's something, it looked like success, but it really wasn't. My success was off the back of a viral Terraria update. Or the viral 1.2 update, which no one cares about. To this day, people remember it as a fond memory, because you know why they think of it as a memory? It's because it's over. GamReCat's gone. The time it represented is over. The thing I was doing with that channel was, a lot of my early videos I made a Let's Play of the Wind Waker just because that's what I did on Ultimate 6 Warrior 7. I was trying to redo the Let's Plays I did on the first channel exactly in the same order. When really, I already did all those games on the old channel, like the same year. So I didn't care about any of the games because I played them too recently. I just was playing them because I wanted to redo the channel. I was playing it to redo, to recapture, to get again what I had lost. When instead, the point of Let's Playing is to love a game and share that experience and your memories of that game with the people you love and the viewers you have. In short, quit fucking doing things that you don't want to do now that you used to like to do because you remember you were happy when you used to like to do them. Do what makes you happy right now, right this second. And really, that just describes GamReCat. It's just me not understanding what I need to do or what's going on or how things work. And chasing old happy memories that have long since ended and letting the past control me instead of moving forward and finding new happy memories for me to fondly remember. Just floundering and finding something. Alright, the one time I do something I actually love, it just happens to be something viral. And I get some views over it. From dumb luck that happened, and I'm glad that happened, because it really did help me grow as a person to see that fail. But yes, 2012 to 2016 is over. GamReCat is dead. No reason to continue on it. League of Legends, I'm never going to be good at it. I need to just play for fun, if there is any fun to be had. Except that I am not talented at anything. At least that I've tried so far. I'm below average at everything. I do not want to say that I'm never going to find something that I am any good at, but it's not looking promising, man. I think there's a big nostalgic part for all of this. Like, uploading videos and remembering 2012 when you were happy without realizing why you were happy. You were happy because you were doing something for the first time that you'd never done before, and it was great. And really remembering anything positive, like remembering something old that wasn't really that fun at the time, remembering it very fondly and having positive feelings towards that thing that happened in the past, when it really wasn't positive, like, oh, I miss high school. No, you don't. You hated high school. You just wish you could go back and, like, there's this, it's like rose-tinted glasses, or whatever. Like, Minecraft changed the gaming industry, like, I mean, it did, I'm not wrong, but that's not what I meant. It changed it for me. Like, every game I played was very linear. It was either Mario or Ocarina of Time. Like, every goal is beyond a locked door, and that goal will make another lock appear and another key appear, and you just need to find the key, unlock the door. Minecraft, there's no keys, no doors. Very different. So it's like, it was very, very, like, it was amazing to play for the first time, but going back and playing it now, it's boring as fuck. Just like Terraria, it is void of all actual interest unless you have a goal that you set in the game. I'm going to build this. I'm going to mine this. I want to do this. You need to set it yourself. The player needs to set the goals because the game sure as fuck isn't. I'd actually say Terraria is a good step beyond Minecraft. There's really not anything going on in Minecraft. It lacks all direction. There at least there are goals at all in Terraria. I feel like the goals in Minecraft don't exist. Kill the Ender Dragon. Killing the Ender Dragon's annoying. Kill Endermen, which are uncommon and annoying as fuck to kill unless you have like a diamond sword. You need to go to hell where enemies have basically undodgeable fire attacks. The nether in Minecraft is also more empty than my soul. Like blazes, they just like spray fire fucking everywhere unless you kill them before they can hit you. But since they spawn like 3 of them, that's unlikely. Then you have to combine that shit together from 2 different annoying enemies, and then you have to tediously search out this other thing, which is also annoying. Some neat treasure in there, I guess, but it's like, items in that game don't feel useful at all. Like, what the fuck do books do in Terraria or Minecraft? At least in Terraria, they look cool to decorate your house with, but in Minecraft, they make bookshelves, which let you enchant, I guess, but like, not really. Then you go to the Ender, and it's like, oh, these Endermen are fucking everywhere. They're annoying. Endermen are not fun to fight. Let's fill an entire dimension with the most annoying enemy in Minecraft. What is the worst that could happen? And then, oh, we got the Ender Dragon. Boring fight. You just hit it until it flies into you, and then you hit it again. Or you blow it up with a bed if you're speedrunning like a monster. But then it's like, oh, it's health regen, so you'll be fighting it forever. So you snipe these little crystals that are regenerating its health way up on top. Now they have cages, so you have to climb up there. Another dragon will just kick you off. This is a bad video game! Yeah, so it's like, not only is it tedious to kill this fucking dragon, because the combat in Minecraft sucks dick and everything just, it's just, the death is as deep as, Bulbasaur, use tackle! It's essentially every monster attack. It's either a projectile that's too impossible to dodge, or it's an enemy that walks into you. And then the credits take like 20 minutes, and then the Wither. I've never fought the Wither because the skulls drop too rarely, and it's like, everything in Minecraft is so shit now. Why was it so good back then? It was good back then because you'd never seen any of this. You had no idea how deep the map was. You had no idea how tall you could build things. You had no idea you could even collect the floor. The fact you could have a dirt block is crazy to me 7 years ago. Like in Ocarina of Time, I just opening a chest. You got 1 meter by 1 meter by 1 meter of dirt! These edibles ain't shit. What? It's just that it was different and crazy. It was not actually that interesting of a game. That's like really shitty. Like, oh, this past thing was great, and then you go back to it, and it's like, oh, the happiness of this game was actually not the game, but it was just that time. It was just a product of the time it was played in. Oh, is that what YouTube is? Is it a product of its time? Like the happiness I felt back in 2012? I don't think it was. I mean, it partially was. Being able to experience a video game with another human being for the first time, because everyone I ever talked to either had no idea what video games were, thought people who played them were nerds or shitheads, or had only played Call of Duty. So finally finding some way of at least pretending that I'm playing a video game with another human being felt pretty cool. It felt like someone had a shared interest with me, even if no one did. I think even though it is partially the happiness is associated with a pastime that is over, I think even though that is true, it still is a great platform to both grow myself and entertain others. I think it is a great platform still, even though they need to fucking take power away from all this traditional media. These retards, they got left behind for a reason. They're boring, they're uninteresting, they're uninspired. Fuck talk show hosts, dude. Get them out of here. They're not creators. All these big fucking companies. Ooh, ESPN, trending, 10,000 views. Philip DeFranco, actual news that has some substance of content value. Requires 1.6 million views. PewDiePie, trends once in the United States. PewDiePie in other countries, trends 74 times. It's almost like YouTube is censoring people who actually make good videos and just plastering Jimmy Kimmel's stupid fucking face over everything. Not suitable for advertisers. Quit censoring, swearing, free will, and fucking putting your corporate dicks down our throats and let us do what the name of your company is. YouTube isn't a company, it's a brand, but you know what I mean. It's fucking YouTube, it's not corporate brand tube. Alright, that's basically the whole fucking video. YouTube as a platform is pretty fucked. GamReCat is dead for all the reasons I stated. It sucks that things that we're nostalgic about, that stuff is in the past, we'll never get it back, but memories are part of you. They shape who you are. So you gotta keep those happy memories in your head. Don't let it get you down that they are unobtainable. Because if you let things in the past take hold of you and control you, you'll never get to experience the present. I'll leave on one further note. My lord, look at all of that empty space. This is all from not talking. This is all from just... This is just all from between sentences where I just, like, the small 5-second pauses that I have. I'm so mentally slow, dude. Thank you for 17 subscribers. It means everything. We're growing already. And it's probably going to stop the second people who were part of my previous channel stop. All either leave or jump over here. We'll slowly have to build ourselves back up. And that's fine with me. I take on the challenge. Thank you again, though. 17's a lot more than 3 or 5 or whatever I had like yesterday. Jesus Christ. I am just blown away. This video is a fucking monster to edit. Hopefully you found some entertainment from it, or it gave you an idea what I was thinking of, or thinking at the time, thinking currently. I don't know. It's, as you can see, it's 2:56 in the morning. I've been working on this one since the 23rd, so about a week. So if you could leave a like on it, comment literally anything, comment corn, and support the video. Okay. Have a good night. Thank you. If you enjoyed, hit subscribe. It really is that easy. There it is. And I'll see you in the next one.